What's up, guys? We are back with game 2, the PDC show versus Posho. PDC versus Posho. And this time PDC brings a team that looks like a Flaming Victini balance-ish, bulky offensive-ish team. And Posho has a really cool team, looks like black and white to me. Mega the Yancy plus Skarmory, I mean the Kyurem and the Mew. I just like the Kyurem and the Mew. If that's Specs Kyurem, look at PDC switch in. Kyurem comes out versus Among Us or Rotom or versus Tank Jump. I think that's Tank Jump. And it gets off a huge hit. Jirachi is, I think it's Scarf Jirachi on this team, so that's not a switch in. Like, not a reliable switch in, it will take a lot. Posho leads off with Kyurem. Knowing it's a huge threat, but PDC leads off with Diancie. So Posho probably has to switch here. Unless does a regular Kyurem learn Iron Head? Even if it learns it, I don't think he would have it. PDC just goes for Protect. Playing it safe makes sense. Skarmory comes out on Posho's side, goes for Iron Head. Diancie protects, playing it safe, and PDC will probably go to Rotom this turn. PDC is saying he should spike. Is he playing around with him? And he does spike. Posho does spike, good god. I mean, it was pretty obvious that PDC wouldn't stay in there, but still. That's a nice play on Posho's side. Gets out that juicy spike and Rotom just Will-O-Wisps and misses. Why did he not Volt Switch? What did he lose from Volt Switching? I don't know. But this Mew is a problem. It just knocks off the Rotom's lefties and we see Rotom going for Will-O-Wisp again. As Mew will synchronize that Will-O-Wisp over. And is this the standard Stallbreaker Mew, I assume? With Taunt, Knock Off Roost. And Will-O-Wisp? Yeah, it just goes for Knock Off again. As PDC switches hard into Diancie, but that spike is racking up, like that spike will be racking up. PDC does not have hazard control. Diancie goes for Diamond Storm. That does a lot to the Mew. The Mew cannot heal against that because it's burned. Diancie also gets a defense boost. And Posho will probably go to Skarmory here. That should be his Diancie switch in. PDC, let me crit this Diamond Storm, because I'm such a good player. I can't win without crits. Okay, let's not act stupid. I mean, no reason not to go Skarmory. I don't know what Posho is thinking about. Yeah, he goes Skarmory and PDC Diamond Storms. It does not 2-hit kill, but that is a lot. That's probably Spadef Skarmory. Blonda saying in the chat, Fuga, would you crit fish here? I would. Skarmory can Oko back, right? Can Skarmory really not Oko back? Because Diancie has a defense boost. But Iron Head is still 4 times effective. I assume Iron Head would kill. But Posho should just roost, right? I don't know what PDC is thinking about. Make you move already, my man. My man, it's late here. Make him move. Diancie switches out into Tornadus and yeah, Posho just roosts. As he should. Tornadus can U-turn here because the Diancie is obvious. But it just Heat Waves. Come on, PDC. You have to play aggressive. Tornadus reveals that it's live, or that's a threat, but it's also not that bulky. I mean, Assault Vest is bulky. It's a better pivot. Tornadus, he turns out of the Diancie. That does 14%. Good god, did a lot. Life Orb Torn going in. Diancie Diamond Storms, and that is a 2-hit KO on the Among Us. It's a roll. Oh god. That spike coming in clutch for Posho. Man, if PDC should have had some balls and stayed in early on the spike. I mean, yeah, that play was really, really risky if he would have done a good guard. But if he would have pulled that off, he would have looked like the king. I don't know why I said that so weird. The king. I can see PDC going for PDC has to Gigaran, to be honest. Or he can pivot. Yeah, he can also pivot out to Jirachi, because this is probably a roll in Posho's favor. But Posho does not want to risk the roll. Okay, I don't know if the roll was in Posho's favor, but yeah, PDC goes to Jirachi. Like I said, that's his smart decision. Like, it's overall the safe mid-ground play, because he either goes Kyurem or Mew there, or he goes for Diamond Storm. And PDC U-turns, and he says, how does Posho do it? He just stays in. He doesn't care. He did it again. I don't know what he meant. What do you mean he did it again? This Kyurem, I mean, I guess he won a 50-50 again. That's what PDC is saying. I mean, Posho has to make some plays to come back, right? Like, he lost game 1 to this 8th white-green stall, or whatever stall that it was. And PDC is looking at Kyurem, and then he's looking at his screen, at his team, and he has no switch in. What is my switch in to Ice Beam / Draco? Okay, the ANC would be a switch into Draco. There's also a spike up, so he goes to Rotom, and that Ice Beam 2-hit KOs easily. That is a clean 40%. PDC goes back to Jirachi. That's not a switch, and that does 5 million. That does 38, that's a 2-hit KO. Posho goes hard on the jump. Is Jirachi healing wishes? I don't know if that was the play to make. That's Fuga's so funny. He said, "Fuck beating Kyurem, I'll meet you." Why are you making fun of PDC? Fuga's such a savage sometimes. Like, sometimes Fuga goes a bit too far, but then again, other times he's really funny. And he's also showing results, like he's winning in OLT. I think he beat Mob Lysergic 2-1. I think yesterday or 2 days ago from now. Yeah, from now it's 2 days ago. But from the point this match took place, it's 2 days ago. It's 1 day ago. Never mind, man. I'm mixing it completely up. Oh, I missed that turn. PDC goes to Dianchi. What does he fire off? Fires off a Diamond Storm. That does 50 to Skarmory. Good God. It's a max attack Dianchi if I ever saw one. PDC crit fishing, but he does not get it, and the Skarmory just keeps roosting as it has to, obviously. I mean, he could have Iron had it there, but keeping his Skarmory healthy is more important. Blunder's saying he shouldn't have Posho shouldn't have let Mew take the burn, because Mew also destroys PDC. Heatwave does 28 to the Mew from Life Orb Torn. You done just killed it. That's Mew gone. Big threat gone. That spike though that Posho got up earlier is really putting in the work. PDC has to be really careful what he goes out into. Like, he can go out to the ANC to prevent the Kyurem from coming out, as he does that. But the thing is that the spike will slowly chip away, and he cannot keep doing this, because the ANC will die eventually, right? Yeah, spike's racking up. That's what I'm saying, my dude. That's what I'm saying. Posho goes out of Starmie. This is a Life Up Starmie or a Fat Starmie? Okay, it's a Fat Starmie Biscuit. It's not a Life Up Hydro Pump Starmie. Rotom does not get burned. Has PDC will Volt Switch here unless he wants to give Kyurem a free switch in, but Posho reads that. Posho reads that easy and goes to Guard Jump. Will Posho go hard into Diancie? He predicting a Will-O-Wisp. Or will he go hard into Kyurem on a Will-O-Wisp? Actually, PDC could Volt Switch again, but never mind. Posho gets up. I was my play there was way too well, the play I set there. Posho gets up his rocks. As Rotom burns the guard jump, and PDC misses a hydro pump. Misses a hydro pump on the Kyurem, the threat is in. And pick your fodder, I guess. It's inside, the monster. Yeah, this is not the ladder. Like in 2 games you should play it safe. I don't know why I was talking so well. The PDC should volt switch on that guard jump. I think I would have hydro pumped that turn in case Posho, like overall as a mid-ground play, hits PDC sacks the guard jump to the Kyurem Ice Beam. As he has no switch-ins to that, Diancie comes back in, but Hazard's taking its toe. I don't know the English word. My English is done today. I'm sorry, guys. Diancie fires off Diamond Storm, but it still does not 2-hit KO the Skarmory, even though it gets defense boosts, but that doesn't really help PDC. PDC goes for HP Fire on that Skarmory. That does less than Diamond Storm. That does nothing. Because that's a max attack Diancie, I assume. If it should be. And PDC keeps Diamond Storm crit fishing, and he keeps getting defense boosts. I can see Iron Head coming. Yep. PDC goes to Rotom the turn that Posho Iron Heads, and now it's Volt Switch time. Because he cannot let the Kyurem come in for free. And a guard jump is already burned, so I can see Posho going to guard jump. Oh, he just goes hard on the Kyurem. And yeah, PDC Volt switches. I could see, what I wanted to say is, I thought Posho would go into a guard jump on the Volt switch and then try to pivot into Kyurem on a Hydro Pump. But he does not do that. PDC goes into Life Orb Tornadoes. I think Hurricane might kill his Kyurem. I don't know that calc. I don't know how bulky regular Kyurem is. Like Posho switches out. He does not want to lose his threat. Okay, Life Orb Torn runs Superpower. How could I not? Like, how did I not think about that? Obviously, it runs Superpower. It's a Life Orb Torn. You want to Oko Tyranitar and stuff like that. You want to hit Heatran hard. Posho goes into guard jump, gets some nice chip damage. Rocky Helmet and Rough Skin and Life Orb on the Torn. And I can see the Torn either going for a Hurricane, or I can see PDC switching hard into Rotom. But he just goes for Hurricane, he hits it. He says, I have balls of steel, I don't care. Why did I say that? What is wrong with me? He just Hurricanes. I'm a man. He said I'm a man. Let's say that, let's put it that way. And he kills the guard jump. As Posho brings out the Diancie U-turn, chip damage 10%. That still does a lot for being -1 and being a resist U-turn. As PDC sacks off his Diancie. And the Mungus comes in. And now it's a 50-50. I can see PDC going for Spore. And he's saying, Posho, I swear to God, if you stay and I kill you. It's basically what he's saying here. I swear to God, if you stay in, I'm gonna get mad. I can see Posho staying in here. This is like, I don't know if he has the balls, like, but I really think PDC should Giga Drain here. Posho makes the play. Diamond Storms. PDC goes for Spore. He's a fucking man. Oh my lord. Diancie 2 kills the Among Us. Like I just knew PDC wanted to catch the Kyurem with that Spore, because if he Giga Drains and Posho goes to Kyurem, PDC's done. And PDC's also in the back a bit, so he has to make some sort of plays. And now it's just over. Rotom comes out and can attempt. PDC has to like if he wants to kill the Diancie, he has to Hydro Pump, but Posho can go to Kyurem on a potential Hydro Pump, so I can see PDC Volt switching, but that doesn't really matter, to be honest. Like, I don't think Life Orb Tornadoes has enough hits to live Life Orb Recoil and kill every single Pokemon on Posho's side. And I think Skarmory is already also at 30, so it lives 1 hit guaranteed from the Torn. It's looking really bad for PDC. So we will probably see game 3. Get excited, guys. Like, game 2 was a bit more interesting. At least PDC didn't bring 8 stall. I really hope that game 3 will be quality game. I don't even know. Why do I say I don't know so much? I have to work on it. Sorry, guys. Yeah, Posho goes for Diamond Storm. And yeah, like I said, PC Volt Switch is predicting that Kyrim does not want to give that monster a free switch in. Heatwave Torn kills the INC. But yeah, like I said, Scoundrel lives every one hit. Since it's Bedevil, it would have taken the hit even without sturdy. PC gets an unnecessary burn, and Skarmory kills the Tornadoes, and the Rotom dies to hazards, and this is game 2. We will see game 3. I will catch you guys then. Have a nice day. Dokkerich signing out. Peace, guys.